Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Aqua out there that are listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say shalom, and may you be of the elect. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, Bahashem meaning in the name, and Yahawashi being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world English calls by the name of JC. Right? And this lesson was inspired by one of the elders who I've been watching pretty much since I started learning about the truth and came into the truth out there in New York. The elder Amawan Gabar. And I forget what video it was, but he said something that, the Spirit was like, yo, make a lesson on that. All right. And what he said was, which is the name of this lesson, all right, a response video of what he said. He said, the only currency Yahawashi is going to accept is faith. All right. He's not looking for anything else but, for that. And that, even that was a gift given unto us. This ain't something you just came up with on your own. Oh, what a good night's rest. You know what? I think I'm gonna serve the Lord today. No, that ain't how that went down. That's not how it works. Right? Yahawashi had to have picked you, just like he picked all his disciples. Right? You have to be picked. You have to be picked to do this. You have to be picked to be given faith. Right? It's not something you just came upon or found on a fucking rock. All right, but yeah, when he said that, I was like, yo, so I made haste and, really, really bite down on that, what he said. The only currency Yahawashi is going to accept is faith. If you ain't got that, you asked out. All right. So that's what this lesson is about. This is Mark 16:16. He that believeth and is baptized, right? Baptized with this word, right? Meaning renewed, right? You've been washed over with this word, right? Putting off that old man, that former conversation. All right. You've been renewed in your mind. You're a new creature. All right. You're doing things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Shai. You're not leaning on your own understanding. Right? You're about our Father's business, Yahweh Shai, and doing this work of the ministry. And, following the statute, laws, the commandments, the obedience of Yahweh Shai. Right? Rehearsing the righteous acts. Right? To the best of your ability. He that believeth, right? You believe that Yahweh Shai died and came back. Right? You believe that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi raised up Yahawashi. Okay? You believe what the prophets are saying. You believe that the prophets are the men of the Lord that speak for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. All right? He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. But he that believeth not shall be damned. Right? You denounce Yahawashi on this side, you're not going to be spoken of in the time of judgment. You're not going to be redeemed. And why would you be? You renounced them, so why shouldn't you be renounced? Right? There's a scripture, right? It says, basically, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you want mercy, well, you got to practice mercy. You want redemption? Well, what are you doing to be redeemed? All right? He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. right? The only ones that's going to believe is who? Those that were given that faith, given that gift of faith. Okay? Not everybody was given that currency, that spiritual currency. Only a few, you know? Matthew 6:11, right? Which is when you go into it, it's the Lord's Prayer. All right. Matter of fact, I'll get it specifically. This is Matthew 6, and I will start at verse 9. All right, this is Matthew 6 and 9. This is Yahawashi speaking. Right, for the Lord's Prayer, it says, and after this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, which is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. And that's what a lot of people don't get. A lot of people don't understand that the kingdom of heaven is coming to earth. Okay? And this is the point, verse 11. Give us this day our daily bread. It's not just speaking about, food bread, but this word, right? The scriptures. Because man cannot live by bread alone, right? But by every word, every part of this Bible, you must believe in. This is true life. All right, man can only eat the substance of, bread for a time, right? And it'll perish. But this word is forever. This is the true bread. All right, but even then, I read that to say this. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us just enough. All right. Why is that? Because if you have too much of something, right, you have more substance than you need, you're not gonna be thinking about Yahawashi Shai. You got it all. You ain't worried about no bills. You ain't worried about getting no food. You're gonna eat to your fill. You're gonna drink to your fill. You're gonna just be living up. You're gonna be balling out. All right. And if you have too little, you be the one cursing the Lord. Why has thou forsaken me? What have I done to deserve this? I hate you, God. So he gives you just enough. You have too little, you're gonna be wrathful and cursing. You have too much, you're not gonna be thinking about the Lord. You have a balance, and a lot of y'all don't even appreciate that. Right? You gotta always be leaning upon Yahweh. I don't care how much money you got in your account, how negative your account is. You should always be grateful and leaning upon Yahweh Shai. You should consider these things. Maybe he depleted your bank account because he want to test you out and see if you still believe on him, still have faith, or you gonna curse him out because you leaning on your own understanding, and obviously you lacked faith. You didn't believe, right? You didn't try to look within and see, what did I do to piss him off? Why am I marked for this situation? Give us this day our daily bread. You know what I'm saying? Give you just enough. But as far as the scriptures, you should always be eating on these scriptures. Look at that. Pray. Wow. Call Allah Yahweh. We should always be like this, like that said, that popped up. You should always be praying. You should always be in this word. If you're not reading, you're watching lessons. If you're not watching lessons, you're making lessons. All right. If those that's not prophets, you should be watching lessons. You should be reading. Trying to get some edification, trying to get some understanding. You don't got it, pray for it. The Lord's not going to upbraid you. He gives it to men freely. All right? But if you don't ask, well, you're not going to receive. And when you ask without wavering. Right? You gotta truly believe that you're going to get this information. All right? Without faith, it is impossible to please him. Okay? This is Hebrew 13:5. It says, let your conversation be without covetousness. What does that mean? Covetousness, right? Oh man, that he got a nice car. I want that. I want it. I gotta have that. Oh, look at his wife. His wife bad as hell. I gotta have that. I want that. That's covetousness, man. All right, a desire to the point where you need to have it, not just want, but you need to have it. Right. As a matter of fact, let's look at this word up. Web search. Covetousness. Eager or excessive desire, especially for wealth or possessions. You see? And that's how a lot of people are, then. A lot of people are very covetous. Let's see some synonyms. All right. Cupidity, greed, private as a prime word for it, greed. I want it, I need it, I gotta have it. I never heard this word before. How do you say that? Avariciousness. Avariciousness. I never heard this word before. Salakia.
Avaricious.
Avaricious. Avaricious. Greedy of gain. Excessively acquisitive, especially in seeking to hoard riches or other things. Eager, covetous, right? And that's how a lot of people are. I don't know what that's going to say, but that's something we should not look forward to is greed, covetousness. So that was perfect that popped up. So it says, let your conversation be without covetousness. And that conversation, meaning your conduct should be without a deep desire to have and want and need of things, right? Vanity, nothingness, emptiness, right? Desiring to have another man's woman. You know, you like that, you want that, claim and move on, right? Because these fucking heathens can't have. They're not gonna be able to hold on to these women unless they butt ass ugly. They're gonna be in the fucking field with them, side by side, making big rocks or little rocks or whatever the fuck we got in store for them. All right, but a lot of these broads, they're gonna be fucking bedwenches. If they're not Israelites, if they're not Negroes, Hispanic, Native, Seminole, Indian women, right? The daughters of Zion, hey, they're just gonna be bedwenches. They're gonna be, you know, concubines, you know, handmaidens and servants. That's it. They're not gonna be wives, all right? But these devils can't have them, all right? This is their kingdom right now. They better live it up as best they can because once it's over, nigga, we cracking whips on your shit. We taking your bitches. All right? But as for now, we're not covetous. Right? The only thing we're gonna covet is what? The scriptures. Right? And what do I mean by that? Right? We're gonna be all about this word. And if you're not, well, you're doing it wrong anyway. Right? But we should what? We should covet to prophesy. You know? Is that let me see. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 39. It says, wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy and forbid not to speak with tongues. Right? So if you're going to covet anything, it should be about this word and this word only. Right? To earnestly desire. Right? Not covetous towards vanity, emptiness, things. This is the only thing you should be covetous about. because this wisdom gets you true wealth. This wisdom gets you scepters and crowns and immortality. Right? You should want wisdom above all else, like King Solomon. Right? To be able to lead the people in and out. You know, and say Hebrews 13:5, let your conversation, again, your conduct, let your conduct be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So you got to have faith and believe that what he just said here, you're going to be straight. He's got you. Right? Don't lean on your own understanding. Things go down around you, that's not your place to be concerned with. Right? Your concern is, what are you doing to please Yahawashi? Do you have faith to keep your eyes forward and not be looking side to side and wondering when you next? If you're doing things that's pleasing to Yahawashi, why are you so concerned about these fucking demons around you getting fucking slayed? Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. You should always go over your spiritual checklist and see what you're doing right, but definitely see what you're doing wrong. Correct these things. Right? This is all about keeping your body under subjection. This is all about being a prisoner for Yahawashi. Like St. Paul said, man. We're prisoners of Yahawashi. This is the mindset you must be in. Right? Because that's going to scare you to keep doing what? Keep doing things that are pleasing to Yahawashi. Right? And therefore with what? With faith. Right? Through the grace period that is given unto us. Right? You're not fucking off. You're not slacking. This is Ecclesiastes, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 2. I'm going to read 1 through 10. It was really just going to be verse 4, but the whole thing, the whole Bible is good, but, to make my point, because I could be long-winded for those that don't know already. This is Ecclesiastes, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1 and end at 10. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? Understand, when you step out on this battlefield, you're going to be, you're the enemy to the world. Okay? Once you step out and start serving Yahawashi, you made yourself a prey. Right? Because this world is about wickedness and evilness. And if you're not part of that, you're against that. And if you're against that, they're against you. And if they're against you, you gotta be ready for that situation. You gotta be ready for whatever comes. Okay? My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, your mind. Set your mind aright. And constantly endure. Meaning what? Keeping your nose down. Stay down till you come up. Stay doing the works of Yahawashi. Okay? And make not haste in time of trouble. Right? When all hell break loose around you, don't be so quick to fucking run in a crowd and run with the fucking herd of beasts that's getting made to be destroyed. Sit the fuck down and be patient. How many times in the scriptures has he said that? Wait, I say, on the Lord. Patience. Matter of fact, we're gonna get to that in this reading here. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. You see? Sit the fuck down and be patient. How you gonna hear Yahawashi talk to you if you so busy in your own fucking thoughts and ideas? Right? You shutting him out. Here it is. You don't have access to the you don't know how to fly this plane. But here it is. Help me, someone help me. But you steady trying to grab the controls. You don't even know how to fly. Right? There's a saying in the world, everybody got a plan. And for those that try to make plans, God laughs. Yeah. This is his world, not yours. You don't control shit. Right? A man's goings is of the Lord. Right? Whether you turn to the right, turn to the left, step out on the street, get hit by a truck, that's all the Lord's doing. How do I know that? Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall them prophets go out there and not prophesy and people not be freaked out and oh shit, he's coming, God's coming. What do I do? Should they not be afraid? And under that it says, shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? The Lord have not done it? Yeah, the Lord did it. He creates light, he creates darkness. He wounds, he heals. He kills, he makes alive. He's the Lord. He does all these things, man. You know? Oh, but I thought the devil. The devil can't move until he's told. The angels cannot move until told. All right? They follow orders. They're in line. They're in order. They fall to command. It's us that's fucked. It's us that's been corrupted files. All right? So again, Ecclesiastes 2:4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. Man, but how you gonna say be cheerful when all hell break loose, nigga? Are you dead? Are you still breathing? Is your belly button touching your spine? Take it cheerfully, because guess what? We are being punished less than our iniquities deserve. Yeah, but I was always a good person on this side. Maybe in this lifetime, but you don't have no idea what you did in the past. We got a lot of spiritual debt to pay back. So, with that being said, because all of our righteousness are as filthy rags, he said our righteousness are as fucking used tampons. We're dirty. We are incredibly filthy, nasty things. Like my drill instructor, you fucking nasty things. You fucking nasty. That's how the Lord looks at us, man. All right? So whatever you getting put through, shut the fuck up, be patient, and take it cheerfully, because it could definitely be worse. You could be on the receiving end of an object that can put you to sleep permanently. Having your so-called family members being destroyed right around you while you watch. You might be next. So shut the fuck up. Be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Stop leaning on your own understanding. All right? And that's where a lot of people are going to get fucked up. Because that's their whole mindset, is to lean on their own understanding. All right? Let me see here. No, I won't read that. I'll go to keep reading this. Verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's trying us all. The whole world is going to be tried, but definitely those, that are of the Israelites, the Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, because this is Jacob's troubles, right? Pursued into Jeremiah 30. All right. This is the time, right? This is the world's a stage, and this is the grand finale of our captivity. Now, where do you sit in the play? All right, what character are you? What role are you fulfilling? Right, but for us that know we're the Israelites and we have faith, it's going to be tested. Our metal is going to be tested. All right, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So when all hell break loose, we're going to be tested. Our spirits are going to be tested, man. We say we believe and have faith and we love Yahawashi. If we endure to the end, during this testing of our metal, then we're acceptable. We're accepted. We've been quenched, right, and tried. Yes, this weapon can kill. All right, because right now we're just being forged. We get all these impurities out, right, and constantly go through things and get more impurities out until we're made pure. All right, and then changed, sharpened. All right, not just clunks of metal anymore, but made into a bright, shiny sword, something that's useful. All right. Verse 6, it says, believe in him. You must have faith. Again, it's not something you just picked up off the fucking street. Oh, look what I found. It had to have been given to you. You know how mighty that is? You know how miraculous that is? It's like, for those that, have seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, all right? Let me use this reference. Not everybody was given that golden ticket, right? Only a select few was given that golden ticket to go visit Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, all right? Or you just so happen to win the lotto, one out of roughly, let's say 5 billion people. You know how rare that is? To the point where it's like non-existent. Right? So again, that faith was only given to a few. Roughly 8 billion people upon the face of the earth. Only a small fragment is going to be saved. And that's not including all people. It's only for the Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. Right? Salvation is of the Jews, not all nations of people. St. John 4:22. Right? Romans chapter 9. Motherfucker. Joel 2:23. I am in the midst of Israel and none else. Fuck you other nations. He's not dealing with y'all. Yeah, but he created us, so why is he not? Nigga, no. 2nd Ezra 6, start at verse 54. On down. He's not dealing with all nations. Yeah, he created you. We all come of Adam and Eve. Of him come we all. Even thou whom thou hast chosen. The Israelites, the Negroes, Hispanic, Native, Seminole Indians. Right? So again, verse 6. It says, believe in him and he will help thee. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Now, why it say that twice, right? Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Again, verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright. It's telling you, get your motherfucking mind right. Get in gear. Get locked in. All right? And trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Wait for his mercy. Be patient. Wait. Right? And go not aside, lest ye fall. Don't lose your faith. Don't lose your patience. Okay? Verse 8. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him. You fear Yahawashi? You fear Yahawashi? Okay, well then believe him. Didn't he say he overcame the world? Do you believe what he said? Well, then you should believe it for yourself as well. You can overcome the world. I did. Okay? Don't just be hearers, but doers of the word as well. If not, you're deceiving your own self. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good. Hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. See that? How are you going to do that? By faith. By faith. And again, this was not given to all people. Verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? The answer is none. Right? Only the wicked have been perished. Right? Now, he does have some mercy, mercy takeaways. I don't want to say mercy deaths, but ultimately, yeah, out of mercy. Not out of spite, not out of wrath. But 2/3 of our people are going to have that fucking wrath. They're going to get a foot in the ass, man. Right? They're going to get that fucking, that fire that's just going to keep burning and burning and burning forever. Because they choose the fruit of their own way. They didn't choose the way of Yahawashi. Right? They despise wisdom. They shitted on the prophets. They shitted on Yahawashi and said they wanted Barabbas. They said, let his blood be on us. You see? So these same people back today, still in the same mindset. Same spirits, different bodies. All right? Proverb 30, I'm going to read 8 and 9. Remove far from me vanity, right? And lies. Get away from me all this bullshit. And guile, lies, falsehood. Get that shit away from me. Right? Give me neither poverty nor riches. I don't want poverty because I don't want to be all fucked up, of course, quite naturally. Nor do I want riches. If I got the riches, my mind is not on the Lord. I'm swimming in money. I'm getting bitches, hoes, clothes, money. Right? You ain't thinking about the Lord. Look at these fucking celebrities. Bags and bags and bags. They not thinking about the Lord. If they were, why they still hold on to the bag? Why they still going doing what their handlers are telling them to do? Look at Tiffany Haddish. Look at Ice Cube. Amar Stoudemire. What's that other basketball player? I forget his name. Look at Kanye West. Look at Kodak Black. Y'all know these celebrities. You know what I'm talking about. All these motherfuckers know. They know that they're Israelites, but they don't denounce it. Should I say they denounce it? They don't denounce what they're doing because it's all about the bag for them. They want the status now. They want to be a somebody now. They're going to be a nobody later. We're nobodies now that's doing this work, but we're going to be somebodies later. You see the balance of this? If this is your kingdom now, you got it all right now. Well, then why the fuck should you have your cake and eat it too? Right? We put down all this shit, man. You know? And there's a few brothers, man. They had all kinds of crazy, nice life, man. Lavish lifestyle. You know? Bags and bags. You know? Types of status in the world. Man, put all that shit down to serve Yahawashi Yahawashi. And man, put them nets down. I'm going to show you how to be fishers of men. Drop them nets and follow. You know? You can be a fisherman for a day, or you can be fishers of men. The fuck? I can do the math. This shit is only going to last a certain amount of time. But doing the works of Yahawashi Yahawashi, that's going to lead you to a kingdom. You want to be the man of your block, or you want a kingdom? Fuck the block. You know what I'm saying? Proverb 30 and 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Give us this day our daily bread. Again, not only just meaning food substance, but this word, right? This is convenient for me. This is conducive. This is profitable. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahawashi Yahawashi? Or lest I be poor, right? Poverty, and steal and take the name of my God in vain. Why hast thou forsaken me? Fuck you, God. You see? Your perfect balance. All right? You got a roof over your head. It ain't the fucking nicest house, but you got a roof over your head, right? You ain't got no fucking five-star fucking menu meals to eat, but you got food in your belly. You ain't got, top-notch fucking drinks in your refrigerator, but you got water. You ain't got name brand clothing, but you wearing fucking Raymonds. You got shoes on your feet. They ain't fucking talking. Okay? These are things, simple things, man, that we all take for granted. We don't fucking think about, man. Man, if y'all see my crib, you be like, damn, bro, you live here? I got a very fucking humble place. Right? Very fucking humble. Only a couple brothers have been here, and they'll tell you. This brother got a humble place, man. And guess what? I love my little spot. You know why? Because Yahawashi allowed me to have it. The same day I left my woman crib, the same day Yahawashi gave me this fucking spot, man. What most people will see is a fucking hole in the wall, an eyesore. I don't give a shit. Yahawashi gave it to me. And I'm dealing. Right? And even, you know, I ain't even gonna mention that. That's neither here nor there. But the Lord is dealing, man, and I'm super grateful for that. All right? I'm very grateful for what I have, and I don't give a shit about the things I don't have. See, that's where people get it fucked up, man. I'm still wearing clothes from fucking high school. Clothes from fucking 26 years ago. I don't give a shit, man. It still fits. It's still, it's not shredded. It's not, fucked up raiment. It fits, and I still like it, and I'm gonna wear it. Once I get fucking holes in my socks, I throw them shits away. Holes in my fucking underwear, I throw them shits away. All right, if it's to the point where it's like, why are you even wearing that? But if it still fits, the elasticity is still in the shits, I'm gonna wear it. I don't give a fuck. You don't take shit for granted, man. Be grateful for what you got. Don't worry about the things you don't have. And that's pretty much the point, man. When all hell break loose, you better hold your fucking balls. You better be girded up and continue living in faith. Do not drop the ball. Right? Don't be all hard charged now, and then when all hell break loose, now you acting like a bitch. You better hold that same energy till the end. Right? Why? Because the only currency Yahawashi is going to accept is faith. If you ain't got that, your ass is through already, because you're already mentally defeated. Therefore, you are spiritually defeated. Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rachah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone, all the teachers out there pushing this word and truth with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, and a Baba Ball. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.